And we're on to part 2. I don't think we're going to get 2 flowers done, are we? Or when I say we, I mean me. I don't think I'm going to get 2 flowers done. I'm just not quick enough. Just not quick enough. I try, I really do. Just don't seem to be able to make it happen. But what can I say? Not a lot really. Yeah, I think we're going there. So what I'm going to do is I find it so difficult to glue eyelash trim. I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to put a really good coating of glue on the back of this flower. And I'm going to use it to anchor down the eyelash trim. Because I don't want to stick the eyelash trim to myself instead of the tag. I can always trim a little piece of this if I need to. So I think this one is going to go here. And again, I'm not going to glue the eyelash trim at the minute. I'm going to... Maybe I can get that next tag done much quicker. Underneath. Eee. Okay. Just going to hold those for a second or two. Now this one, I'm just going to tuck this under there. Push that up a little bit. See, it's already sticking to my fingers. I do struggle with this stuff, do you? I can't be the only person who struggles with eyelash trim, I would hope. Could have inked the edges of these flowers a tad, couldn't I? No, you're all shouting. You haven't got time. And then we're going to tuck that one under there. And do you know what I do have now? I have these kind of tweezery things which might just help me to push these down. Oh, they're weird, aren't they? That's really odd. I just want to put some pressure on it without using my finger. So I'm not going to be messing about with this too much, so hopefully we need a bit of eyelash trim at the top though, don't we? Got to pop a little bit under that too, I think, for the balance, for the evenness. I never thought I would use so much eyelash trim in such a short amount of time, because obviously I use it occasionally for a few tags here and there, but eyelash trim is not, you know, which is probably why I lost mine. It definitely, I'm 99.9% sure, went in the bin when I was having a tidy up. I'm sure I put it in the wrong bag. I'm pretty sure I put it in the bag for the bin instead of the bag for the to be put away. I hide stuff quite a lot. Do you do that? If anyone opens the cupboard under my stairs right this minute, they would probably need an ambulance. That needs to come a bit lower. I've got so much stuff, it would just avalanche down. Just avalanche down and somebody would be lost. I was going to clean it out today. It's not like that bad, it really. It's just I put stuff in bags. If someone's coming over, I'll just hide stuff in bags and then pop it in the cupboard. But it's got to the stage now where the bags are fairly high in the cupboard. But I have to, you know, because I've said before I work in my dining room, so I have to keep it fairly clean in case people come over. So hiding things is my little method. I quite like it. Actually, I like it quite a lot. I think I might need to do a little bit more to that, but at the moment I'm going to call that done, or call that kind of done, and we'll see if we can quickly stick some stuff down on this one. Right, I want this. I do want this. And unfortunately this is going to have to stay white because I've tried to ink. Well, I can ink it. It just doesn't work particularly well. You have to kind of dab these dangly bits, because if you try and pull them, they do actually break away from the main body of the trim. I really want to do a Mrs. No, not a Mrs. Cog envelope, a Gale envelope. So I think I might make that my little, might do a little project tomorrow. If you're happy to come back 2 days in a row, if you're happy to watch me decision make. Now I'm going to have to glue the lace because I'm not sure how far I've got in to be in frame. Hopefully that's about as wide as that, I think. Yeah, I want to make a Gale envelope. Have you seen them? They're so cool. I watched, while I was working yesterday, I watched Gail go through her box of ready-made tags, or tags that she's already made. Not, well, they are ready-made because she's made them, but I watched her go through her box, and it was amazing how interesting it was watching how somebody else store their stuff. And it was a little bit strange because twice Gail said, "Oh, and these are this is my Tracie Fox tags that she," and then I think she'd made the envelopes as well. And it sounded really weird hearing somebody as amazing as Gail say that she'd made a Tracie Fox tag. How weird is that? Now I'm going to try and cut this fairly straight. I want that dangle there. I don't want to lose that one really. Or do I? Oh, actually that does need to come off, doesn't it? That one needs to come off. And to there. There we go. That's better. Right. Now, I kind of want that big doily there, and I quite like the yellow flower in the middle of that. I think that looks cool. I know this is already quite dark, but I'm inking it again. I'm very conscious of time. Very conscious. I'm so sorry. Especially when, you know, I'm not actually, am I? I probably am. Sorry, I was going to say I'm not as chatty as normal, but I am, aren't I? I haven't shut up really. You guys haven't had a chance to get a word in edgeways, as my mum would say. But then on the other hand, unfortunately, you're not able to talk back with me, which is a bit of a shame. And I know people keep going, go live, go live. I don't know how I'd cope with it though, because how do you do, I don't know how people do it. How do you do something and talk on the chat? How do you do that? I don't even know how, when you go live, you get the chat visible. So, well, I don't even know how to go live. So that's the least of my worries, isn't it? Worrying about the chat. I'm very happy with that yellow. I didn't think I would use that. And I think possibly we need to follow the same kind of, maybe the same kind of, oh, my daughter's going to be home from school any minute. I think she's home actually. I think that's what that noise was. No, 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 no. That's not good. I really need to put something over his head to balance it, but because his head is just in the place where something needs to go. Gonna have to be next to it. Maybe that one shouldn't have. Oh, I didn't put any eyelash trim. Ah, pants. Ah, I missed the eyelash trim. The glue's still a little bit wet actually. Still a tad wet. And I'll just add a little bit under this flower. Where's those tweezers? Oh, oh, that's really weird. Pop that in there. Ah, glued it. And right, that's reached the glue. So I'm going to let that dry before I cut a piece off. There we go, saved it, saved it. It's now okay. Now I'm thinking maybe triangular pattern for the flowers here. 2 small ones and the big one. Maybe like that. That doesn't go. Maybe, oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm not good with flowers. I feel like we need 3. I feel like there needs to be a trio to kind of balance it, and I definitely think we need another doily underneath that big one. So the big one is definitely going to go there. I'm going to ink this and stick it down and just go for it. Now I'm just going to trim this to about there for a minute, because you guys cannot sit and watch me go for much longer. I know you can't. Now I'm going to glue the doily rather than the tag, I think. Is there a protocol? Is there a right way? Okay. So now I'm going to loop my little piece of eyelash trim. I'm absolutely covered in glue. Absolutely covered in it. Look at the state of me. Oh, it's just like, when I was a kid, I'm sure I'm not the only person to do this, I used to coat my fingers and hands with PVA. So if there was a boring bit in class, or if I went out to break and I was bored, I used to love peeling it off. Did anyone else do that? It was good. It was very satisfying, and it's the same now with Fabri-Tac. I like peeling the glue off, but it's not so good when you're filming and you have really skanky fingers. Sorry. Have to pick a little bit off so I can actually use my fingers. Okay, so that's one. Let's get another little bit of this. We haven't even got any words on here. Oh, I'm hoping for your sake it doesn't turn into a 3-parter again. It's not, I don't know. I don't have to worry too much about cooking dinner tonight, because we've decided we're being naughty and we're having Chinese food. Yum! Chinese food. And the thing is, I've been absolutely desperate for it since it was mentioned, and I've still got a few hours to wait. Now I actually quite like that a lot better with the 2 flowers. Now we've got the eyelash trim under there. What do you think? Are we kind of happy with that? It's a bit too yellow now, isn't it? Do you reckon? Bit too yellow. Bit too late for that now. See, there's only 3 flowers on here and it looks too much. This one there are 5 flowers on, and that looks great because that colour is just amazing. Now I'm not going to do this on camera because that's just a bit too much. Now what I need to do is just put a little bit of glue in a couple of spots to hold this cheesecloth down. Around there. Maybe along here. Just a tad. Now I'll obviously have to trim this. I'm thinking that needs something. This is some of that gorgeous Marshall lace. That's quite cool. Like that. Like that. And then I can put the hole there just in the middle of those two. Ink. Ink, ink! I'm rushing! I'm sorry! I'm rushing! My daughter's home. My son's gone to Felixstowe again because it was his last day at school. I had a text from him saying he's not coming home, so I assume that's where he... Well, I know that's where he's gone. I don't just let my children wandering around willy-nilly. He did text me and say when I finish school, can I go to Felixstowe? And I said yes. So, he won't be home for a while. Cool, that was a quick decision, wasn't it? Let's stick a bit of lace there. Quite proud of that. Proud of that decision. Okay, I'm going to give this a trim, but not too much of a trim. I don't want to cut through that eyelash trim. I think it's a bit late to say that. Quite like some of this hanging off over the edge. Give it a bit of character. Okay, so this is the one that I want to hang something on, although I'm probably going to hang something on the other one too. I'm going to punch a hole, not there. Just check that's reasonable. Punch that hole there. And I'm going to go for, I want a brass eyelet. Grommet, whatever they're called, grommet. Oh, I'm caught. What am I caught on? I've got a funny little piece of plastic sticking out of this thing. I don't know why it's there. Well, it's not supposed to be there. Okay, so I have that, and what I also have is I have picked up a few bits and pieces, and I bet you I'm not going to have anything the right colour now. No. Well, maybe this is not the best laid plan. No. Might go on here though. No. Oh, I'm going to have to make one, aren't I? There's nothing in here is the right colour. No. I was going to go for purple. I thought I could have a little purple dangle. Oh, actually, maybe that will go with the yellow. That flower's a bit in the way, isn't it? No. Well, it was a nice thought. It almost worked. It almost happened, and then it didn't. Okay, I'm going to put some words. I'm going to put some words on this yellow one. I don't have a whole lot of words to choose from. I'm going to print some for this particular tag. I'm not going to just put words on there for the sake of putting words on there. What do we have? With brave wings she flies. Oh, I think with all your heart. No, love with all your heart, sorry. Maybe we could do that in two, yeah. So, what I do with these is I just stick them to my desk. Stick them to my mat. And I'm going to cut this one there. Hopefully that's cut. Until it's not cut very straight. And then I ink it. These are the Tim Holtz words. They're quite an old set. That's the only set I've ever managed to get. And we used to get these in Hobbycraft. Small Talk, this one is. We used to get them in Hobbycraft, but they don't do them anymore. In actual fact, the only thing I've seen in Hobbycraft, Tim Holtz, is this ink, the vintage photo, and one of the sprays, which is a gold colour. And I think I have two of them because I picked them up by mistake, thinking it was a different one, and it wasn't. It was the same one again. Although, oh no. See, I'm such a numpty. I always stick it there, but obviously didn't account for the fact there's probably quite a lot of glue on my desk now. Because I've been gluing through cheesecloth and stuff. My fluffy fingers. Have you? Does anyone else get in this mess, or is it just me? I mean, I've seen people say, you know, I'm in a mess, and to me that's not a mess. That's very clean. I'm going to have to do something with that little piece because that's a bit annoying. But that's bugging me. There we go. Okay, so just about there, just about there. I don't think that one's really going to go on here, but these might. This was after I said the snippet tags would look great with some bows. I thought I'd better buy some, so I did. Is there anywhere I can actually put that? So it doesn't look stupid. No, don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like that either. Maybe it's time for a little fabric one. No, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Just leave it as it is. I will definitely be hanging something from there. I'm just not sure what it's going to be yet. So, indecisions. Indecisions. Indecisive. Bit of a nightmare. Feel the same way about fabric tags, I think, as I do about snippet tags. I enjoy them, but I wouldn't say I can do the best job on them. They're quite fun. That's not what I want. Here. I think we're going to go for copper in this one. Still a bit to do. Still a bit to do. I often have a little play a bit more once I stop filming. Right, I'm done. I think I'm done. There we go. I'm going to put some words up here, but that's going to be relevant to my cousin and his new wife. And there we go. 2 tags in an hour. That's not bad, is it? I'm sorry, guys. I will try harder. I really will. But for those of you that say you're happy to watch a long video, brilliant. For those of you that don't like long videos, I'm sorry. I hope to be back with something a bit quicker and something I can do tomorrow maybe. And thank you so much for watching and sticking out this video. I will... they're not bad. They're not bad, are they? They're not too bad. I really am not happy with the yellow one, but this one I actually quite like. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.